A record-breaking $300,000 for a sealed case of Marvel cards. Let's break it down. What's up YouTube, Card Boss here, where we talk about cards, money, investing. In today's video, we're going to take a dive into a recent record-breaking sale by Goldin Auctions, a sealed case of the iconic 2013 Marvel Fleer Retro booster boxes, 6 boxes in all, for a grand total of $296,400, including buyer's premium. Wow. Okay, first things first. If you guys don't know the significance of the 2013 Fleer Retro set, it's all where the first Marvel precious metal gems are from, which I've talked about extensively on my channel. It is the hobby's hottest commodity, once trading for a few $100s and now going for thousands, and even all the way up to the latest $255,000 Spider-Man PMG green that was also brokered by Goldin. So yeah, we know PMGs are special, but are they $300,000 worth special? Well, let's look at what else you can get in this set. The 2013 Fleer Retro has extremely large checklists, and with 20 packs a box of 5 cards each, you get about 100 cards in each box. And the value is centered around the aforementioned precious metal gems and the inserts. Now, I'm not saying that the other cards have no value, but the core value of this product lies within these cards. So, what are the other inserts that we expect to see? Here's a list. You're probably familiar with some of the names that I mentioned before on my channel. There is the TI-22, which I recently covered. I spoke about Jambalayas before. And there are other cool cards such as Quick Strike and Hardware. So while these inserts are inserted in various pack odds, which you can see here, you normally get a combination of 4 of these inserts in each box along with 1 PMG. Alright, next, let me introduce you to the concept of EV, or expected value. This basically means how much value you expect to get in a sealed box of product. In this example, an approximately $50,000 box of cards. Historically, across all trading cards, be it Marvel, Sports, or TCG, the expected value normally starts out high, then basically higher than retail box price, but nosedives soon after. For some hot sealed products like the 2013 Fleer Retro, the EV doesn't really tank, but it still normally follows below the average box price. But by how much? Okay, we're going to try and take a stab at this in this video. Okay, my earlier PMG video, I briefly discussed about market cap for 2013 PMGs, broken down by using the recent Goldin auction results for complete sets. Of course, you ignore PSA grades and determine that each color market cap to be approximately $10 million. Now, how I engineered this was, red was at 100, they were sold for roughly $100,000, so that's $10 million there. Blue is double that at $200,000 a set, so that's about 50 sets, and that's another 10 million. And green is 5 times of blue, which is about $1 million a set. And a set of 10 cards, that works up 10 sets, sorry, and that works out to be 10 million as well. And these numbers are not very far off when you look at the recent sales of the 2013 Spider-Mans in their respective colors. Now, Spider-Man Red in the PSA 8 went for about 20,000. Blue in the PSA 7 was about 70 to 78, 80,000. And the green was $255,000 raw. So if you put that as a percentage against the set, Spider-Man is consistently between 20 to 30% of the overall set value, which is pretty much spot on. So now that we have our market cap total of $30 million across all the PMGs, let's apportion that across all the PMGs available, which is 4,200 reds, 2,100 blues, and 420 greens, totaling 6,720. Meaning an average PMG pool is about $4,464. In a sealed case of 6 boxes, that would mean PMG would yield on average of roughly $26,786. Of course, this number can be skewed towards what characters you open or how many greens versus blues versus reds do you actually get. Or in fact, hitting a Spider-Man green in one of these boxes would literally throw off the math. But say we're being conservative and generous at the same time, given that these PMGs are packed fresh. So let's double our PMG EV up to $50,000. Okay, now to the inserts. Each box on average yield 4 different inserts, which equates 24 inserts in total. Based on the pack odds, you expect to see 1 Jambalaya, 2 Hardware, 3 TI-22, 3 Quick Strides, 3 Ultra Stars, 3 to 4 Power Blasts, 4 Intimidation Nation, and 2 to 3 holograms. So that works out to about 22 cards and perhaps another 2 to 3 more of something else. But looking at sales data, it's easy to work out the average EV on these inserts despite having so many different types. Now, aside from Jambalaya, I noted that the remaining inserts would average between $150 to $350 depending on the characters. Some like TI-22 Spider-Man goes for as high as $1,100, but something like a Quick Strike, Quicksilver, it's only $60. So when you average everything out, I'm comfortable to assume that all inserts, with the exception of Jambalaya, would average around $250. And that's 23 inserts. That brings the value to $57.50. Okay, so Jambalaya being a case hit, and it's a very star-studded cast, right? So I'm going to conservatively value an average Jambalaya to be $2,250, and that's a big number, right? But I'm just going to throw it out there. So therefore, the inserts total up to be about $8,000. All right. So here comes a head scratcher. So if you sum the EV on the PMG and the inserts, you're only at $58,000, on average, plus say another $2,000 worth of cards. So you're looking at an EV of only $60,000, which is barely 25% of the actual sales price. Okay, but this is not uncommon, as I pointed out in the start of my video. It's very rare that an EV can even come close to an actual sales price of the paid for that particular sealed box or case, for that matter. Of course, we then need to explore what actually make this case or set of sealed boxes so special. Okay, firstly, everything is genuine and authentic. And I have to give props to Goldin for doing that introduction video and popping the seal of an ordinary looking brown box to give potential buyers a closer look at the goods inside. And this is super important when you're spending this kind of money. So next up, the boxes itself are pretty rare today, right? When you talk about a mass-produced product like trading cards, that's only been in existence for less than 10 years. And not being able to easily find product shows one of two things. First, the majority of these products were busted open, or there's just more hiding tucked away by savvy investors. But based on what I hear and understand about this market, it's more of the former than the latter. So meaning the actual population of these boxes that still remain sealed is much smaller than we realize. And this is the real reason why these 6 boxes are so expensive, regardless of the EV that we worked out earlier. But what I can't comprehend is why so much money invested in a sealed product versus the underlying cards itself. Now, we all saw that Spider-Man Green, which is probably the biggest card in the set, go for $255,000. So it begs 2 further questions. 1, which has the bigger investment upside? And 2, which you think you enjoy holding on to? I think most people will answer the Spider-Man Green. So in conclusion, we all can probably understand somewhat the logic behind this massive purchase, right? Iconic product, scarce in terms of remaining population, guaranteed authentic. But I don't know about you guys. I like to enjoy looking at my investments, and that's why I invest in cards and not traditional stocks or bonds. Seeing the cool colors of Spider-Man or an iconic photo of a Michael Jordan rookie card beats words and digits, in a stock portfolio. I don't know. What say you, right? Sealed boxes of 2013 Fleer Retro is probably in a very weird place between these 2 spectrums. I can see the draw, but it's just not for me. Alright, that's all I have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do give a thumbs up and subscribe for more cards and investing content in the future. Alright, thanks guys. Cardboards out.